right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no...
Coach, the Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
You got tight. You got tight. Hard. You got tight. Switch. Ready.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll set up the throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 50 flag. 50. They can't hang with us.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Young. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one lines up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 36, Young. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Young. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 6 yards.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Now Young. He's got Smith here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set, ready. 10, touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Pittsburgh. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Taylor looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got 4. We got 4. All right, 15, Nikon. What's the mutual fight? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
2nd and 6. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Rams first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was. He'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now. Young, they'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. Set. And reset the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On second and 11 now. Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
57. Mike, 57.
Third and long for Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 6 guys. Check. 6 on. Go on. Pilot. 64. Weak. See it. On. Check. Nickel. He's checking. Crash. He's in. Set. Go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Set. Ready. 60 after ball. I'm trying to collect. Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And this one complete to Smith. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Hey, come on. 55. You go night. Kill. Any weapon.
On play action, Young. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go, D. SOS. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprint.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
There's a part now. Charlie. 50 seconds a month.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First down. It's Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the Rams 20. Line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The give to Taylor. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Young now. Throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Young to throw it. He finds Taylor. Complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Young here to throw. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They come out here in the eye. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They run with Taylor, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Young takes it on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about